Hi, this is Special Agent Gordon Cole, and I'm here to tell you about a great gift-giving opportunity for your holiday season. Pete, I hear that you had an unusual find recently.
I did. There was a gift card in the percolator.
A gift card in the percolator?
Yeah.
Well, ain't that something? Where's that gift card to?
It's to Darkside Records.
Darkside Records? Where's that?
Poughkeepsie, New York.
I once knew a Perkins in Poughkeepsie. Do they come in any denomination, Pete?
They do. I got one in 10, 15, and 25.
That adds up. I'm over here in Bend, Oregon. So how am I gonna get my Darkside Records gift certificate?
Special Agent, I think you can order them online. DarksideRecords.com.
.com?
.com.
I'm gonna head on over now. Great work, Pete.
Gone fishing.
Hey, Internet! Have you checked out the new Darkside Records smoke shop located inside of Darkside Records? We got everything that you need, from glass to papers, accessories like pokers and grinders.
Grinded.
Stop on by for all your smoke and smoke accessory needs.
David Lynch for Darkside Records again. And I'm here to tell you that the vinyl style cleaning kit is the best way to care for your LPs. Dust, dirt, grime, no match. The vinyl style kit is complete. You got your cleaner, your drying rack, and all the accessories you need to go with it. Pick one up for your collection today.
This is the Darkside Records and Gallery Podcast.
Welcome to the Darkside Records and Gallery Podcast. I'm just so used to saying it that way. Welcome to the Darkside Records Podcast. Brought to you by the good folks at Darkside Records, located at 611 Dutchess Turnpike in Poughkeepsie. Or on the web.
Up?
Yeah, sure.
Up on that one?
I'll go up.
It's like a Price Chopper ad. It's like for my Capital Regioners out there. The old Price Chopper radio.
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
You know the grocery store Price Chopper?
I'm familiar with it.
It's very big in the Capital Region.
Okay.
That's where it's founded.
Oh,
And,
I didn't know
had-
that.
As a kid, I think they did away with it. They had Price Chopper radio in store, and there was always like these bumpers on it. It was like, Price Chopper radio. That's what you reminded me of when you did the up on the Poughkeepsie.
That reminds me of the Dead Radio theme song they have at the beginning of their podcast.
If I listened, I might know.
You can, of course, also find us on the web at darksiderecords.com. Hey, thanks for listening. We're here with a little spin on something that we do every year. Of course, this past weekend was Black Friday.
It was black.
It sure was, Philip.
Thanks, Seth.
Black Friday is, of course, the second record store day of the year, the little baby brother to record store day, which of course happens in April. There's exclusive releases. We do food, we do coffee, we do a whole bunch of fun stuff to, of course, celebrate independent record stores and everything we love about independent record stores.
And it's kind of a big kickoff to the old holiday shopping season every year. And we're saying, fuck them all. We can say that because this isn't print.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck them all, shop small.
That's right.
It's our holiday theme every year.
Feel free to use both of those hashtags
Yeah.
when posting things about your shopping experiences.
Hashtag fuck them all.
In fact, why don't you go to a big box store where you have a terrible customer service experience?
Yes.
Take a picture, use hashtag fuck them all, hashtag shop small, send it to us.
Post it online and send
Yes.
it to us, and we'll give you a free Darkside t-shirt.
Boom.
Like, I would love pictures of, let's say, like, Dame Drudy Dench in the middle of Best Buy with a sign that said, or, hashtag fuck them all. That's t-shirt worthy, I think.
Agreed.
Yeah. Make it good. We're the judges.
So normally for Black Friday, we do a special episode, a live from Black Friday episode.
It's a special.
I just got back from Italy.
It's a special. I'm a special little baby episode, huh?
And normally...
Is it worse because the store's open right now while we're doing this?
It's somehow better.
You know what? No one cares.
No one cares. One guy's laughing over there in the corner. So normally we do a thing where we go out and we interview some folks in the line. You know, we kind of keep you up on what happened during the day. We decided to do something a little bit different this year.
Change it up.
So this year, instead of that, we're putting out this little shorty episode here. We've got something great that's coming up in a few minutes here, which is, of course, we have an interview with the band The Jacks.
That's right.
They stopped by the store, and we sat down and talked with them about a whole bunch of stuff. You can hear the whole thing in just a few minutes. But before we do that, I just got to say one thing
Oh.
to all of yous. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come again.
Thank you, Tina.
I don't get that one.
It's nothing.
Okay.
Yes. So, of course, Black Friday just happened. We are well rested and recovered since then. Thank you. You crazy fucks started lining up at like 9 p.m. on Thanksgiving.
Insane.
Although I was told, because I didn't remember, much warmer this year at like a balmy 28 degrees.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to last year, I think it was like 0 or maybe slightly negative temperatures.
Wow.
And when I thought about it, I do kind of remember being out there last year and like the ground having that sort of crunchy, icy feel to it, even though there was no actual ice.
Right.
But we had a great time. We sold a ton of exclusives. Still have some great stuff in stock. The cool thing about the Black Friday Record Store Day is it's not necessarily meant to just be one day. It's meant to be great gifts for the entire season because, obviously, record stores have the best gifts no matter who you're shopping for.
True.
Music fans of people who like things that smell good, your CBDs, your smoke shop stuff,
People who need clothes.
clothing, fucking stuff for your pets,
Cinephiles.
even just down to your old basic greeting cards.
True.
Got you covered.
Gift wrap. We got freaking gift
Yeah,
wrap.
we do have gift wrap.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's the little things.
It's little because it's gift wrap.
So we have to give, first and foremost, a quick special shout out thank you to
It's a special.
the Poughkeepsie Grind, 107 Main Street in Poughkeepsie, who were here bright and early.
That's right. Congrats, Pat.
Congrats, man. He just had a kid. They were here bright and early with free coffee for everyone in line. Of course, we got to give a shout out to G Money's Fried Chicken and Waffles.
Yeah.
They were here all day grilling delicious chicken and vegan treats.
That's right. I heard the tempeh was delish.
It was delish. I heard he marinated it in some kind of brine for like 4 days ahead of time.
Yeah, brining is key.
That's way too much effort.
Well,
For me.
you know, that's why we buy and not sell
Makes
on the
sense.
food side of things.
We, of course, have to thank WRRV for being here. They were on site giving out prizes, keeping people entertained.
WRRV. I assume that's an exact copy of
Perfect.
how they do it on the radio.
That's how Simon wakes up every morning.
That's right.
That's what he says.
It's got a tattooed on his. Never mind.
Backwards on his chest, and
Yeah,
he looks
it's
in the mirror like Memento.
Yep.
We have to thank the ASPCA who were here. Or
I
should
mean
I
the
say
DSPCA.
the Dutchess County SPCA.
Yes.
That's right. They were here. They brought puppies, and we actually partnered up and did a charity raffle where we gave away a whole bunch of vinyl prize packs. And thank you to everyone who came in and donated to the ASPCA.
I think they raised a good amount of money. I don't know for sure, but I heard it was over $500.
Holy shit.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Hudson Valley and beyond, because you know what I heard a lot of this year? We had a lot of out-of-towners here. Mm-hmm. Like maybe because they were in town for Thanksgiving, but I heard a lot of people coming down from the Albany area, some people coming over from Connecticut, some people coming up from the Dirty Jers. Thank you. Thank you for traveling. Thank you for making us your go-to record spot. We're happy to have you, and we'll have you again.
That's right. And especially, thanks for supporting a small business. Thanks for supporting an independent brick and mortar shop.
And speaking of small business, Friday was followed up by Small Business Saturday.
That's right.
And which you fuckers killed it again. Coming out, small businessing things.
G Money was here again, making fried chicken and waffles in the morning.
We had different sales. Pro tip: we always do different sales between Black Friday and Small Business Saturday.
That's right, and we even we premiered some new stuff that we put out as a store. We now sell fucking video games.
Vidya is the proper pronunciation.
If you're into your Xboxes,
Vidya.
if you're into your PlayStations, your Nintendo Switches,
Your Switchies.
we got games, we got accessories, we got video games. Look,
And we want your pre-orders. If you're into games, you don't have to go to the mall. Fuck the mall. Shop small. We got the same prices on the games as all those other big boys out there. We got them. We'll have them on the same street date, and we're fucking nicer.
yeah, you get to support a small business.
That's right.
Support your community, your bros, your Darkside bros.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a special. What's that from?
I
I
have
don't
no
keep
idea.
saying. I feel like it's is that Paul Rudd? Paul Rudd and I Love You Man or
that
something like that.
sounds like it could be.
It's a special.
I, for some reason, hear Mario from Super Mario.
It's a me.
It's a special.
It's a me. A JB.
Thanks to the Zucos for taking me to Italy for a week.
That's right. You were, you know,
I'm a world
you
traveler
took
now.
the big old meatball across the ocean. You know,
Took the big old vegan meatball over to Italy.
it floats.
And I gotta say, so much vegan food.
Did you see any frescoes?
I did see a fresco, and I drank some fresca.
Oh, okay. Did you take fresco on the plane with you?
No.
Ah.
But I did go to Frisco.
Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
That's all I got.
Me too. I don't have any more frescoes. Did you eat any friskies while you were there?
No, I did not watch Gerald Briscoe.
Oh.
He's a pro wrestler.
I thought you were talking about Donnie Briscoe, that show that was on TNT.
Donnie
when I was a-
Brasco is what-
Brasco.
yeah,
Sorry.
so close.
I was a little young. I just saw the commercials. Every sick day, I'd always see commercials for Donnie Brasco on TNT. It's dynamite.
Never watched it.
Me either.
I guess I should know.
Was that the one with Keith Carradine? No, that was Kung Fu, The Legend Continues.
That's David Carradine.
That's David Carradine?
David Carradine. Come on, man.
Which one strangle baited?
David Carradine.
Okay.
Yes.
Keith Carradine was from Bay City Rollers?
Were they related?
I don't know.
You know who could tell us? The internet.
Let's see. Keith Carradine. Actor, film, television. Wild Bill Hickok in the HBO series Deadwood. Oh, he was Frank Lundy on Dexter.
Oh, good.
Not the one I was thinking of. Anyway. I got all these references wrong.
I digress.
So unusual podcast.
So thanks. Thanks to everyone who came out. We, of course, will be here all holiday season long. And if you're listening to this, I know you don't give a shit about any of that. You're only waiting to hear about our Top 10 podcast, where we review each of our staff Top 10 picks of the year. It's coming.
It's a common. It's a common.
It'll be out in a couple weeks.
It'll be out in a
Oh, God damn it. It's a me. So we'll have that coming in a couple weeks. We just wanted to take a quick moment to say thank you and tide you over here. Once again, like we said, we have the band The Jacks, who we sat down and interviewed in the store.
They made a special stop on tour, coming from New York City on their way to Connecticut. Did a little wrangle-dangle over here at the old Po Town.
That's right.
That's what it's officially called in the music biz, a wrangle-dangle.
That's why I've been getting it wrong all these years.
They did a wrangle-dangle for a stop and chat, you know?
I don't know what you're saying anymore.
I've been watching a lot of Curb Your Enthusiasm, I'm sorry.
So without further ado, let's get to that. We'll see you in a couple weeks for the Top 10 podcast. And if you haven't set your Top 10 list in, do that shit. We have a hashtag. It's DS Top 10 2019. That's DSTOPTEN, and then the number is 2019. Just so we're clear.
Nintendo DS. Like, it's a me!
Oh, God damn it. Send us your top 10 list, or just post it and tag us, whatever, email it, whatever you want. Send it to us, carrier pigeon, smoke signal, however you get it to us so that we can share it and let the world know what you are into as well.
I would love it if you were a falconer and you brought it into the store and just released the falcon to me in the store. It's happening.
Oh,
We gotta go. The falcon's
fuck.
here.
Okay. All right, we'll see you soon.
Play the Chance tomorrow night.
What
But
happened?
I don't know, like wires got crossed or something, and our agent didn't pull through on it. So
Is it like the big venue here? Or not
It's-
the big venue, but
It is, like, because we're so close to New York City
oh, okay.
that it's hard to actually get bands to tour through here, because you're either on your way, coming or going from the city to Boston or further out to, like, Syracuse, Buffalo,
Yeah.
whatever.
Albany even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be a really great venue, though. Like, the back of the Ramones' Road to Ruin record, they're sitting on a step. That's
Yeah.
actually the Chance right here.
Damn.
That's cool.
I mean, we heard stories of like the Police used to play there. Like
First gig they ever
everyone, like-
played in the U.S. was at the
Yeah.
Chance.
Yeah,
Damn.
Bowie's played there.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a bunch of people.
Motorhead, like Motorhead played to like 2 people in a snowstorm, and of course all our customers say, "I was one of those 2 people."
Like I've heard that from like 10 people.
Yeah,
You
seriously,
can't
I've had
be-
that.
There's no way that all
8 of you are lying right
Yeah.
now. Nice.
We've had some good tours come through as well. Like I saw Mr. Bungle at the Civic Center, which is right down the road.
Bungle.
Saw Pantera there like
Damn.
3 times.
Oh, you like Pantera, right?
A little bit, yeah. I don't listen to Pantera that much, but I like what I've heard. I like the songs I've listened to.
He got snubbed by Vinnie Paul.
I did.
really?
I did. Yeah.
What happened?
You might as well tell the story at this point.
This is the podcast where we retell the same stories
Yeah,
every
yeah.
episode. The abridged version is I got backstage passes to a Pantera show when I was like 20 or something like that. And I went backstage, and they had originally, I got the passes because they had given them to a friend of mine who was the opposite of me. She was a cute girl. So they gave her backstage passes, and then she called me and she goes, "Hey, do you like a band called Pantana? 'Cause I'd like to see them." and I was like, "Sure, I'll take them. Cool, whatever." And so I went backstage after the show, and it was a thing where like me and my friend, we just like were like hugging this wall because we were so fucking nervous. And at some point, we're down there, and Vinnie Paul, who's the drummer,
Yeah.
and he comes out with this huge tray of
R.I.P..
shots. Exactly,
Yeah.
R.I.P. He comes out with this huge tray of shots, and he's just walking around like, shots! Handing shots out to everybody, and he just goes right up to me, and he goes, nope! and just moves on, like, right to
Damn.
my... and I was just crushed. Crushed. And,
You're like all ready to go. You're like,
yeah, and he just, like, totally shot me down to my face. No harm, no foul. I get it, man, you know? And so my goal for a couple of years before he passed away was like, I'm gonna fucking meet Vinnie Paul
I'm gonna take a
and
shot with that
record a thing for this podcast, and we're gonna talk about that story and do a shot, and I'm gonna redeem myself. So I did a shot when he died. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we played this festival. I think it was either Sonic Temple or Aftershock, and I think it was Sonic Temple, and it was like a big tribute to Vinnie Paul. Like a bunch of people came up and like played. I'm pretty sure they played some Pantera songs and stuff, but it was super bittersweet.
Well, even now, that's what their singer Phil is doing. Is he's just on tour with his band, and they are literally just doing Pantera's Vulgar Display of Power album
Yeah.
front to back.
Yeah. Who was he drumming for after Pantera? Didn't he have his own project or like the Vinnie Paul band or something?
He did a band called Hell Yeah,
Okay, that's what it was.
which had like a dude from Mudvayne, and
Really? I didn't know
there's
that.
the singer of Mudvayne and the guitar player of Nothing Face,
Nothing Face.
and
that's a great name.
a bass player.
Nothing phase.
Not as notable as Pantera.
Yeah.
That's my very political way of describing that band.
Yeah.
Saving face on the podcast. Thanks for listening to the Darkside Records podcast. It's December.
It's December.
That's a month, and we're here with the band The Jacks.
Ayo.
Hey y'all.
How we doing?
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Yeah.
Why don't y'all go around and introduce yourself for our listeners? Say who you are, what you do, and your favorite cute animal.
This is Scott Stone. I play lead bass guitar, and my favorite cute animal would be a cuttlefish.
I'm
choice.
I'm Josh. I play drums, and I'm a sucker for penguins.
I'm Johnny. I sing and play rhythm guitar, and wow, I don't know, maybe like do like baby animals count, like a baby wolf or something? Yeah.
A baby wolf.
A baby
That sounds
wolf.
kind of aggressive.
Baby shark.
Little heaven, little hell.
I'm Tom. I play guitar. Mine would be a little hedgehog.
Little hedgehog.
Baby hedgehog's
Ba-
cute as shit.
Baby hedgehog. Yeah. I used to have a little stuffed animal in my room. I was like, that's how I was picturing.
Well, that leads us to an important discussion that we need to have. How do you feel about the redesign of Sonic the Hedgehog for the movie?
My older brother is like the biggest Sonic the Hedgehog fan
Really?
of all time, and he was like so bummed when the original one came out, and obviously it was just hilarious. And so I mean, from his standpoint, he's really excited about the redesign, and so I take it from a true fan. Props to the director too for redoing it based on the fans' feedback, right?
You're really knowledgeable.
See,
about
I don't know. I gotta disagree with you, man.
read it all the
I
time.
think he got bullied into it and like didn't have a backbone.
didn't stand his ground,
So
yeah.
many directors could have been. I mean, the design was objectively terrible. It was like he had calves. He had calves.
That was the first thing you said.
I haven't seen either one, so I can't speak too knowledgeably on it.
Yeah,
But
it's like because between my brother and just like all these like Reddit posts, I've seen a lot about the Sonic thing.
Wait,
And,
what's the backstory? Is it they released a trailer with a new version?
Yeah,
It's
wait,
like
didn't the
3D
movie already
animated.
come out?
February. They bumped it back
Yeah.
because they redesigned.
Yeah.
They had to go back and redesign.
Is this the one with Jim Carrey in it?
Yeah.
Jim Carrey and Sonic is voiced by Ben Schwartz from Parks and Rec,
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, that's
who
good.
I went to high school with.
No way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, friend of the
Ben
store.
Schwartz.
He was in my sister's grade though. He was a year beneath me. So.
Okay.
So you bullied him.
Which one is he in Parks and Rec?
No, that was me. I got bullied. That's why I listen to metal now. In Parks and Rec, he was Jean Ralphio.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
That dude.
I
Sean
didn't know- that's
Ralphio.
good for him. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
That's
guy.
like my favorite character on that show. Actually.
Right?
Yeah.
He's great, man.
Under Alfio.
But so yeah, he voices Sonic, and in that movie, Jim Carrey plays the bad guy,
He's playing Dr. Egg or something. Dr. Egg.
Dr. Robotnik. Right?
Robotnik.
I know too much about
Yeah,
that.
well,
Well, the games were a ton of. I grew up playing them too. Wait, what, I thought his name was like Eggman or something like that.
That's like in the new versions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But-
I'm
I
off.
am the egg.
He is the walrus.
Yeah. We actually
should
literally
just listen to
we
that.
listened to that as we were pulling up to the store. That's all.
How do you guys feel about it? Yay, nay?
I feel like it raises problematic questions about how studios respond to fans' backlash,
Thank
and
you.
if people are going to actually go see it, thus validating the change they made. Because if no one goes to see it, then this whole thing of people sort of, using their voice to cross changes is not going to be worth anything anymore, because they will have done all this extra work, all these extra hundreds of millions of dollars, bumped the movie date back, then not made any money, not going to see it. So they're going to just tell us to fuck off forever.
Hopefully it'll go well. Like, I mean, yeah, because I feel like the design was just so bad. It was like, I appreciate at least they listened to like the true fans, and I mean, for them it's probably like they're trying to build multiple movies out of it, and like so
Yeah.
they figure, hey, we do it right, first time, spend a little more money, they make more money down the line.
Aren't you a little worried though about like true fans controlling what artists do, in a sense that let's say we create a first album, we want to move on from that sound, and then true fans are now mad at us for moving on to that sound?
Fuck those fans.
Yeah.
So,
Those
all
are
right.
true fans.
So don't listen to the
Those are
backlash.
fickle
You
fans.
can never win.
You can
yeah.
never
Yeah.
win with that shit. If you change your sound, there are gonna be people who hate on you. If you don't change your sound, there are gonna be people who hate on you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
just
gotta
gotta
just
do
do
you.
You gotta do you.
Yeah.
It's gotta be organic.
See, that's
You
the
just
thing
gotta
is
do it.
that the director did him.
Yeah,
and
he got
bit
bit
for it.
Yeah, but that's
like a
that's like
mistake.
yeah,
It's
that's
like
like
making a
coming out with your
mistake.
first album and it's awful. It's like you don't have much to back up, you know?
you
It's
can't
like, oh
say.
well, it's a bad
Well,
album.
it just seems like a
Start
too
with.
many hands in the pot sort of
Yeah.
situation where he doesn't really have any control. He got hired to be the Sonic the Hedgehog movie director. Clearly, he's either starting out or not on the top of his career, I would
Right.
say. So, giving up a license right there. The first thing I thought of, though, when you said calves,
Yeah, actually, I do
was,
remember seeing that thing.
what was that movie that came out last year?
That's the first Sonic. Continue.
The movie that came out last year that I fucking loved, Thank You for Calling, or whatever.
Is it animated?
Thank you for smoking. No.
No, the Toon Yards just put out the soundtrack for Black Friday.
Sorry to bother you.
Sorry to bother you. Anybody
So
see
good.
that?
So good.
Oh, no.
Go see
Fucking
that shit.
crazy. And there's this weird man horse thing. It's been a year. I don't care if I spoil anything. These weird man horse creations that happen, and that's what I thought of, but as Sonic.
Really? Yeah.
So you're picturing Sonic basically.
Half man, half hedgehog.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say giant horse dick.
There was a lot of giant horse dick in the movie at the
because in
end.
that movie, there's a lot of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, now I got to see this movie.
it's good. It's good. It's worth.
It's worth it before the dick, obviously.
and then the dick just takes it a whole nother
Yeah,
level.
it seals the deal.
It really did. That was one where I saw that in the theater, not knowing. I didn't know anything about it.
Did we see that together?
Maybe.
I think we did.
Cool. But you go in and it's great, and then
Like you don't remember.
I don't.
But you go in and then it takes this twist at the end. Spoiler alert: horse dick.
On the big screen too. That's like
Yeah.
It's already big in real life.
Exactly. And that's
Big
when I was
wang.
like, holy shit. Okay, you got me.
Get your money's worth.
Sorry,
wanna-
start clapping.
Sorry to bother you.
If you want to
It's
see
about this guy who's like just sort of down on his luck and he gets a job as a telemarketer.
Really?
And that's where it goes from there.
all right.
Yeah.
Wow. It's,
And it ends with
An
horse
answer.
dick.
Yeah.
If you want to see a movie that blows your mind, Midsummer. Have you seen it?
No, I wanted to see it though.
Incredible.
I saw that.
Yeah. I mean,
No
everyone.
spoilers because we haven't.
Yeah.
seen it.
I've tried to get them to watch it. They're
Horse
too
dick.
scared. But yeah.
Spoilers.
No horse dick.
I watched
Bear
the
dick?
trailer and I freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that as well.
Yeah. Blew my mind for like a week. It's all I could talk about.
Was that a
so.
remake?
It was not.
Or was
Oh, I
it
don't think
based
so.
on
It's
something?
based on a book, right?
Okay.
Is it?
Is it?
I don't think it is. I mean, it's based on like
I think I
actual
completely made that up.
old traditions and cultures and
Based
stuff
on an
like that.
old one.
But
It supposedly is based
It's
on
actually
an
a
actual
novel.
experience
Written-
that he had.
It's
Written
the
by
Fargo
Homer.
thing.
like
The
him
Odyssey.
getting dumped and going to a festival.
that's right.
and like
That's
doing
right.
drugs at a festival after being dumped, and then it sort of that sparked the
Yeah.
the script
Yeah.
storyline.
It's based on the script that was written for it.
I've heard that.
What?
Loosely.
So anyway, horse dick aside, so why don't y'all tell our listeners a little bit about your band?
Well, we're the Jacks. We are from Los Angeles, California. We play rock and roll music, and we love what we do.
Yeah. We're on tour right now. We drove out here in about 3 weeks, playing shows all across the country. It's our first time ever getting to the East Coast and making it in our van. Yeah, definitely California kids not used to the snow, so we've had our fair share of some,
We hate it too.
yeah, some pretty rough load-ins and all that. But it's been going great so far. We're about halfway done with the tour. We just played New York last night, and then we're off to the next show is Albany, right?
No, tonight's Norwalk.
Or tonight's
Connecticut.
Norwalk, and then
Then Buffalo?
Then Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Then Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And that's all I got for
It's
you
a
right now.
big loop. Norwalk,
Yeah.
Connecticut,
Norwalk to Buffalo?
Oh yeah, well
Buffalo,
we went
and then down
we
to
went
Pittsburgh.
we went Boston to New York to DC to Philly, back to New York,
Okay.
then up to Norwalk, and then so we're snaking our way through here.
We're just like a pinball all over the U.S.
It's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
How's the tour been?
It's been great. Yeah, we're touring with Wade Coda. He was a top 4 finalist on American Idol. Great guy. He's been so supportive of us, which is amazing to see. And we're just gaining more fans in random cities that we've never been to before. So we love it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's been a notable tour stop so far?
I mean, New York was pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
our first time ever playing like a full show there.
Where'd you play?
We played at Rockwood. We
Okay.
played at Rockwood 1. It's like a super
Sure,
small
yeah.
stage, and it was like, I mean,
This
we
like a-
played
stage that
last
we're
It was
on
night.
like-
now is like 5 times bigger than this
Yeah.
stage.
It was like a house party, pretty much. It was
Yeah.
like a small little room, like kind of do-it-yourself sound. Like
There
there
was
was a
like
sound
sparks
guy,
flying
but
during
yeah.
the
You like
show.
to
Yeah, your sparks like came down
Yeah.
over his head when he was
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, it kind of brought us back to our house party days
Yeah.
and like those really small dive bars we used to play. Because we kind of cut our teeth playing these 4-hour cover shows at this local dive bar in our hometown in
Blue Beat, shout out.
Blue Beat.
Yeah,
on
shout
the,
out
on the
to
peninsula.
The double B.
But yeah, so it's just kind of felt like home, but also you got to get away from home. So yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun show. Yeah.
Those are we'd always play like these crazy shows, and like the covers we play were just like terrible. Like we'd play like All Star by Smash Mouth. We'd play like
Don't you talk shit on
I mean,
Smash
actually,
Mouth right now.
But we'd play a lot of stuff, like
Yeah.
80s songs and stuff. It was great.
Yeah.
And so now you're doing all originals
Yes.
on
Yeah.
this tour.
Well, we
Yeah.
toss in a cover every once in a while to have some fun, but yeah, it's all originals.
Cool. So did you just put a record out? Are you touring in support of something?
Yeah, so we released our first EP actually, like over the summer, and we had a single from that, "Walk Away." So we've been basically touring that. We just also released a holiday song called "In the Bleak Midwinter." We actually haven't played that song live yet. We've just been playing live stuff off the EP, but that's been tracking really well, and it's very fitting for the time of year right now. It's nice and cold, so. So we have those songs out, and we have a new EP coming out, in the spring of next year, and another single coming out around that. So
Yeah.
got some stuff lined up. Yeah.
Cool.
So, what's y'all's relationship with record stores? Like, your experience in record stores? Do you go? Do you hang out? Have you?
I think every city we go to a record store pretty
Awesome.
much.
No.
We go and check out. Because for a while, Johnny and I were on the search for What's the Story, Morning Glory by Oasis. It's one of our favorite records, and I found it first, so I was really happy, so I bought it. But no, we love them.
It's one of our first stops, actually, in each city's record store.
Yeah.
It's a good move.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
This is definitely one of the nicer ones.
yeah, shout out to you guys. This is an incredible store.
Thank
so.
you.
We've
Thank
seen
you.
a bunch, so it's like this is definitely like
Yeah.
We're
one of
actually
the coolest
experts on
ones we've seen. Yeah, this is great.
What's there's a ton of shops in LA, so do you have a hometown store?
I mean, Amoeba Music was great.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's a bunch.
I mean, even this is me, but in Haight Ashbury too, right? Like
Yep.
Yeah.
Too.
There's one in my hometown in Costa Mesa called Second Spin that I really liked
Okay.
for a while. I'm not sure if they're still around. It was over in Costa Mesa.
What's the
but-
one next to like on Harbor Boulevard? Do you know that one?
by Conrev?
No, not that one. Maybe. Actually, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's
looking at
Second
Conrad's.
Spin.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe
it was
a second
Second
spin.
Spin.
There's one by like the Almond Surf Shop. It's like a really tiny.
Oh,
one.
that's Factory Records. Yeah, I
I-
sold a lot of my dad's old records there. I made like
dick.
Without his.
I made.
I was gonna say with permission.
no, with permission.
Just to buy
He's
beer
like,
money.
yeah, bought a case of beer with it. Sold all these Captain Beefheart records.
Oh shit.
And
Yeah,
went straight to Conrad's.
yeah, straight to Conrad.
What about you guys? You guys from Poughkeepsie or around or?
Yeah, we're interviewing you now.
Oh shit. It's fine. This
We like
this
to
whole thing
interview
descends
you.
quickly every time.
Yeah, we'll be interviewing as a team.
So I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina, as I was saying before, and then moved to Schenectady, which is just outside of Albany, when I was a teenager.
Cool.
And then
Yeah, and I grew up about an hour south of here. And I moved up here when I turned 18 and have been here pretty much ever since.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
What's an hour south of here? Is that like White Plains or
Exactly. That's
Okay.
Oh.
literally where I was born.
Yeah.
White
That's
Plains. Yeah.
my uncle lives out there. We've been staying with him a couple nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love White Plains.
That's actually where we drove up from
Yeah.
today. So we drove an hour north, and you're like, I'm from an hour south. So I was like, all right,
Let's do some math here.
Yeah.
Is it White Plains?
You said you're from outside Albany. Did you ever listen to the station WEQX?
oh yeah.
yeah, our
Vermont
songs.
based.
That
Yeah.
song. They've been a huge support of our single. So
Yeah.
we're going up there
Shout
on
out.
Monday to like a radio show and everything.
Hell yeah, that EQX was like the one sticker that every like indie kid had in their car in
awesome.
the high school parking lot, you know?
That's great to hear.
Exactly what we want. There we go.
Totally.
Yeah, we got told they're one of the few radio stations left that doesn't have like a big boss, so they can do whatever they want. Which
Yeah.
is
And locally, if you guys ever get a chance, there's DST. They
Here
do a
in
lot of.
Poughkeepsie?
They're actually in Woodstock, New York.
No way.
Yeah, so it's about an hour northwest of here.
I think I've heard of that place before.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Why the
That's
fuck
like
it's so
Coachella, right?
famous? Like everybody goes there as if it's this pilgrimage. The
like a
festival
field?
didn't fucking happen there. It did not happen there.
Really?
It happened like an hour southwest of here. Nowhere. If you drove from Woodstock to like
It's the
Middletown,
farm.
basically, it's like a 2-hour drive.
Well, even if you go
was
there,
a
is
farm-
it just
it
like
was-
a field? Like there's
Well, now it's a venue. Like, you know, they've got a whole museum
Oh,
and
really?
shit
I
there.
didn't
Yeah.
know
But
that.
in Woodstock, it's like one street. It's one tiny little street with, you know, tapestries everywhere.
Did you see that?
course
Did you
we
see
have
that
Yeah.
Woodstock? That Woodstock line out that came out like 4 or 5 months ago. That just got
That didn't
like
end up happening.
yeah, it just
Yeah.
got canceled.
Well,
what happened
Woodstock
with that?
50, right?
yeah.
All the
Yeah.
sponsors broke, like
Well,
left.
there was a lot of like weird things that happened. Initially, it was actually they booked 2 Woodstock 50th anniversary festivals the same weekend. One actually on the farm and one in the town of Woodstock.
Sounds amazing.
And the one that was in the town of Woodstock is the one that you're thinking of, which
Yeah,
had like
yeah, yeah.
Miley Cyrus and Jay-Z.
Like the Killers.
Yeah,
That's like the
yeah.
Rack and
Band.
Tours are on it.
Yeah,
like,
it was like
Or Black Keys were
every
headlining and like,
A-list
yeah, yeah.
artist was on
Yeah.
that
It
It
bill.
was like a very
How do you
like,
afford
eclectic,
that?
like a lot of genres.
Yeah, he fucking didn't. He was
It's like
just
a
Bullshit.
all the
I love
time.
it.
Yeah.
No, I think
budget.
I think he had the bands. He just didn't have the permits. It was something like
Yeah,
the
same
bands
old story.
The bands were
that's a
like
bummer.
waiting for confirmation. That's why he moved it, tried
Yeah.
moving it 3 or 4 times to different venues, basically claiming like, "Hey, I've got the bands." And then probably 2 weeks before it was actually supposed to happen is when the band started issuing press releases saying like, "Yeah, so we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Sorry."
It's like a fire festival.
Right.
At least they avoided a fire festival situation.
Yeah.
Did you guys see,
Barely.
did you guys see that?
Semantic difference.
You see that Netflix documentary on the fire festival?
No.
I haven't indulged.
Yeah,
Netflix and Hulu ones are
it's pretty
awesome.
absurd.
They're
No,
great.
I haven't seen it either, but
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
What was the
news
better?
and
Was the
everything.
Netflix one the better one?
Netflix was better produced, but it was produced by the people who actually helped produce the festival. So they kind of like, yeah, we didn't really have anything to do with the festival. And the Hulu one's like, no, they actually did. Like they were like a part of the team that helped promote it and everything. So
Well, they say that in it, like, or like the guy's like, yeah, I was working under so and so, and he was having us do all this stuff.
well, right, but like
Yeah.
no, in the Hulu one, I think.
Oh, yeah,
Never
yeah.
mind. More about music, yeah.
Well, so what's something y'all have picked up recently? Something you're listening to, a new band or a new album or something you've been spinning regularly that you picked up in a record store?
For me, two bands or two albums also. White Reaper's new album, "You Deserve Love," is amazing, and then the Growlers' new album, "Natural Affair," is really good. Both came out like 2 months ago, and I've only been listening to those two albums pretty much.
Growlers just did sessions, didn't they?
Sure.
I think.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
Sure.
Okay.
Sessions.
It's another local radio station does a thing at a brewery.
Oh,
where
really?
they do like an acoustic session. They call
Oh,
it.
really? Wow.
Shout
Gotta
out
check that out.
shout out WRV and Newburgh Brewing. In fact, we should have you guys talk to them, and you could do
Yeah.
a session at Newburgh.
That'd be great.
We love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, well, there's this band from Phoenix, Arizona that we're good friends with. They're called Wives, Wyves, and they have this record called "Are You Okay?" that actually came out about a year ago, but I can't stop listening to it. It's amazing, and the production on it is perfect. So if you guys get a chance, I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, we've been. There's a whole bunch of artists. There's this guy in Nashville named Brisson Maroney. I don't know if you guys heard of him, but he's kind of like an indie artist. He's pretty cool. We've been listening to a bunch.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of new records that have come
Well, I'm
out.
surprised neither of you guys have said Lime Cordial.
Oh yeah, Lime Cordial.
Oh, yeah.
Palm Springsteen. Their
Palm
single is
Springsteen.
cool.
Yeah, Lime Cordial out of, I think they're from Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, Australia. I don't know.
Somewhere in Australia, but they're super rad.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like the new Raconteurs record and the new Black Keys record. Trying to think. Oh, Local Natives. I've been super stoked on their new stuff. Yeah, Wives. We've been bumping a lot of our friends like Vista Kicks back in
Arms
LA,
Akimbo.
Arms Akimbo.
Spend Time Palace.
Yeah.
That's a great band out of our hometown too. Should definitely check them out.
What's the name again?
Spend Time Palace.
Okay.
They have a record called "A Romantic Getaway" that came out around a year ago as well, actually, or maybe it was. I can't remember when it was.
Yeah, it was probably a year ago.
This
What
one came out.
what are some bands in Poughkeepsie that have like broken out here?
Well, I like to
Crickets.
joke that we had our like Poughkeepsie, like what I call peak Poughkeepsie,
Yeah.
which is in like the early 2000s ish,
Yeah.
where we had a bunch of bands that like broke out and did really well. Like I don't know if they rep Poughkeepsie, but Coheed and Cambria,
Oh, nice.
either were from here or lived here, and
They're
some
like
of the guys still
yeah,
live
they're all
around.
sort of Kingston, Nyack
I think
here.
we did a festival with that, or they were, or maybe it was Breaking Benjamin or something. It was one of those bands. But Coheed, yeah.
Great band.
Yeah, Coheed is a good one. There was a hardcore band called Shai Hulud who are
Okay.
still active and doing it. And
They bill as Poughkeepsie?
They did for years, and in fact, they lived. There was a house. It was called the When Dreams Die House that I think was their like base of operations.
When Dreams
Because of
Die.
a band that lived there, not
Damn.
because of the emotional impact of being in a hardcore band.
What about Jay's band? I can't remember the old one, but the new one's blowing
Mind
up too.
Force.
Yeah.
now. Yeah, that's the same dudes. Exactly
Okay.
those dudes. Yep. But like Skilo is from Poughkeepsie.
Skilo.
He had that song, I Wish. Like, I wish I was a baller. Wish I was
Oh
a
yeah.
Oh.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. Yeah, yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Sing the
Yeah,
rest
I'm
of
pulling out the deep cuts.
I
right
wish
now.
I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a sixth form baller. Yeah,
See?
there we go. We know. Hell yeah.
I Am the Pilot is a band that's from Poughkeepsie.
I'm the Pilot. That's a cool name.
God. We
So
definitely- we actually have a-
what's like the prominent genre in Poughkeepsie? Is it like everything, or is it like hardcore, like punk?
It was hardcore. Hardcore. Poughkeepsie is very much. It's weird now. We're in a strange sort of live music phase, and what bands are doing now in the Hudson Valley. But especially for a couple years ago, Poughkeepsie was like a metal and a hardcore town.
I have this theory that the colder it gets, the harder the music is. Like you go to like Denmark, Philadelphia. I mean, those are complete separate areas, but but like everyone's down for hardcore. The colder it gets, just like the lifestyle.
And also, we're fucking New York, man.
Yeah.
We're like the angriest,
Yeah,
bitterest.
you're just you can be
It's like you wouldn't hear
you could be
hardcore in, like,
bleeding to
Jamaica or
death
something.
like in the street, and they would just walk right over you.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Definitely not where we're from, but I love it.
Didn't you play a show in Philly where some kid kept a bat in the sleeve of his jacket?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No security or what? Just mobbing with a baseball bat?
He was a patron, not even part of it.
Yeah, he came to the show. It was just like, we were touring probably 5 years ago or so, and this dude came to the show, and he kept what was probably like a 12 or 15-inch bat in the sleeve of his coat.
Oh, it's like one of those novelty
Yeah, you
bats.
get it
Like
at the
you buy
baseball
it.
stadium.
Yeah.
Baton, basically.
Yeah.
And basically he's like, you never know what you're going to have to do, and he would just kind of like swing his arm out, and the bat would go into his hand,
Wow.
and so we could just fucking crack
Is Batman
someone.
or something?
Pretty bad.
It's like a Philly, man.
I think it's just a standard Philly issue, honestly.
Philly, man.
Yeah, Philly. We played there at Kung Fu Necktie.
Yep, played there as well.
Hell yeah, yeah. It was a fun
Upstairs or downstairs?
Downs.
upstairs.
Wait, upstairs.
Well, downstairs. is where
Downstairs, the green
was.
room. Was there a venue down
ground
there?
level or like basement?
Well, there's one that has like a. There's one that has like.
We had the
there's
wood arch.
the wood arch thing. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Is that upstairs or
That's
downstairs?
I think is downstairs. There wasn't. Oh, there might not be an upstairs anymore.
Yeah.
When I played there, like they did all these terrible
This fucking
hardcore
guy.
shows there, and it was like. I'm like so proud of
Yeah.
playing in a shitty attic.
Hey, those are some
Philly.
fun times, man.
Then maybe we were downstairs.
We were
Yeah.
ground level. We were
Yeah.
street level.
Okay, cool. Yeah. There was
Whatever
no-
that is, if it's
Sea level.
that or like that. Yeah.
Yeah. There was a room that was upstairs, and you had to go up this flight of stairs, carry all your shit up this flight of stairs.
I saw this. Oh, yeah, okay.
And there was like a room, and the room was not much bigger than the stage we're sitting on right now, and it was like, and the only way in was one just standard door into that room. So it was like if you wanted to see the band, you were literally 6 inches away from the band.
You're seeing the
or
band.
in a separate room. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And and I play in like a really strange metal band, and we were on tour with a really also pretty strange metal band who are really intense about their live shows. And
What was their name? Or their name now?
They're called Moontooth,
Moontooth.
and
okay.
they're a great fucking band. Their album this year is called Crux, and you should listen to it. 'Cause
Okay.
they're fucking great.
Sweet.
And it's like, I think my band is intense, but when they play, these dudes are like next level.
John is
fun
crazy.
and intensity. Yeah, like you just have to see them. They're great.
Oh,
Check
yeah.
them out.
But it was a thing where
One
they
word?
were this close. They were like
Two
grabbing
words.
people by the head and singing in their faces, and like people like the singer used to sit on the bass player's shoulders and like play and all this insanity. So it was
That's
like
awesome.
You'd see that, but you were 10 inches away from dudes just like raging so hard. It's a good time. That's
Wow,
fucking
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine bad for the people in the other room, separated by just a doorway, and also loud as fuck.
Yeah.
That was the thing I was not a super fan of.
This,
So
this Rockwood show, yeah, that was a tiny, tiny room for us too. But yeah, it's a cool feeling. You're like right there with the people again, which is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of New York City venues. New York City always goes through. This is my take on New York City. New York City always goes through like phases of shows and venues close and they reopen somewhere else. It all moves around and somebody takes over what was the old venue and it becomes something else. And it's always interesting to me to see like where people go and how they do shows. And I see a lot of shows happening, what I would consider big shows or bigger shows. And they play at these rooms. Like there's a place called the Kingsland, which we played at 7 years ago or something like that, and it was just a shithole bar. I don't even know what it was called, and now it's the Kingsland, and now they have like big touring acts.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I was like, oh wow, okay, yeah, we played there to 20 people, and now you're cramming 300 people in there. All right, I mean,
Damn.
That's
that's
awesome.
I think what it is. Promoters just find like a 4 walls. Like, okay, we could do shows in here for like a year. Great, go.
We can
And
fit a
then-
drum set on that thing right there. and we're gonna
Exactly.
get-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Poughkeepsie had our own version of that for a little while. My Place Pizza. Which,
Oh, yeah.
are they still open, or are they just not
Pizza
doing
shows.
shows anymore?
New owner chef pizza guy
Okay.
who does not
Cut
do
the
shows
shows
anymore.
off,
Yeah,
yeah.
no more shows.
There was like
More about the
all the
pizza.
hardcore bands used to play in the back room of this pizza place on Main Street.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
You ever seen that video of the hardcore guys playing? It's like teenagers. They're probably like 15 to 18 years old playing in the back of a Denny's.
No.
Yeah, wait, yeah.
The singer grabs the mic. He's like, "What's up, Denny's? What the fuck is up, Denny's?" And just like this.
Yeah, follow Catatonic Youth.
It's incredible.
Yeah, so that's
I gotta say that I love and hate it because I feel like it crushes my soul every time I watch it. And every video I watch, I'm like, "Yep, that's me.
Yeah,
That's how everyone views me." Oh, and I hate it so much.
oh, it's the best.
One of the I think they're called like Freshman 10 or something like that. It's like this like pop punk band that just, oh my god, it was one of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my life. I don't want to spoil it for you. I'll show it after this. It's bad radio right now. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, the experiences you have on tour, you just like can't make up. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah,
Just
really
being in a
can't.
band, like new cities, like something always just goes wrong and goes right in just a weird way.
Yep.
So
yeah,
it's just, you just can't make it up.
We're touring like a Sprinter van, and it was. I mean, obviously we're dealing with some weather right now, and like it's been absolutely awesome, like great freaking purchase, and all of a sudden the rain starts like leaking through the air conditioning vent in the roof, and it's like captured to the right of the vent, and then the vent's on the left, so. If you do a left turn, you're fine. But if you do a right turn, all the water has like momentum and swings over the vent. So we're like dangling, and we have like trash bags underneath. And I'm like, right turn, and then I do the right turn. And the water swings out. Everyone's like holding on for dear life, like capturing all the water. Luckily, we got it fixed in White Plains though. So now it's all better.
Shout out to White Plains.
Yeah, shout out to
Great
White Plains
mechanics.
Mercedes, but yeah, there's been crazy stuff. Even the places we've stayed, like we just stayed at like this hotel that was so small that in
in Brooklyn.
we like propped up the couch like against like the window to fit an air mattress in like underneath one of the beds. Like,
Yeah, we stayed at my uncle's house in White Plains, and I forgot how much of an avid like antique clock collector he is, and he had like I think probably like 80 like grandfather clocks like in this room that we were staying in. And so it's like you just hear all these clocks kind of going off at a different time.
You're just suddenly living in Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah. No, honestly. Yeah, and you're like winding down to like go to bed, and I'm just like, holy shit, I feel like I'm like in the ocean or something with all these clocks. And then in the morning, he's like, oh yeah, I turned all those off. And I was like, well, how many clocks do you have upstairs then? Like, you know?
I think he said he had like 300 of
Yeah, he
the
has like
house.
about 300 clocks. He
Is
loves.
he a repair guy?
No,
or
he
just
he
collects
loves
them?
Well, he's an electrical
collecting.
engineer, isn't he?
No.
That's what he told us.
Maybe he was back in the day, but he collects just
I've seen how
all
those horror movies
Yeah,
play
but totally.
out.
all antiques.
Oh
Just
no! If you want to hear a horror
clocks,
story,
recording studio
Yeah, we
or
do.
recording equipment, clocks, just a bunch of antiques and stuff. He loves it. But shout out to Uncle Mitch.
Thanks, Uncle Mitch.
And Toby and Patty.
That's my favorite is staying at family members' houses.
Yeah,
on
it's
tour.
the best.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like not your family.
Yeah.
And you get to like this window into your bandmates' lives.
Oh, yeah.
And, like their extended
Yeah.
families and photo albums and all kinds of
Yeah,
embarrassing
but
shit.
yeah, between us four, we probably have like family and friends across like 30 states or something. So it's been pretty resourceful when we
Yeah,
travel.
we stayed for free quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's the move.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stayed on like a lot of couches, and like one time we ended up staying in like Nashville, and like we didn't. It was one of your friends.
Yeah, it was
brother, right?
very loose connection. It was one of my best friend from high school's younger brother, and and so
For us, it's like
so-
the drummer's
Right,
brothers.
right.
yeah. So it was essentially staying with a stranger, but not really. But we just became really close with these guys in Nashville. Stayed there for like probably now would be up to about 2 weeks, and recorded demos in their basement that are now like songs that we've like recorded like with like producers
Yeah.
in like Sunset Studios and Sunset Sound. So
Everybody's in Nashville now.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The places I go every year for this big like music conference,
Yeah.
and there's like the construction alone is insanity.
Yeah.
And like that, I think
crazy.
last time I was there, somebody told me that they're saying that 200 people a day are moving to Nashville.
Wow.
It's not surprising.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I think Dallas has something like that going on too.
Really?
It's like no, I don't think it's as many, but I think it's like 50 or something like that, which is still crazy. You know?
I
But,
heard
yeah.
too that like from like we were friends with like a lot of students going to Belmont and stuff, so they're
Yeah.
all in like the music scene. But they're saying that it's like it's just all kinds of music. I mean, I don't know how it's been, but I mean, I'm assuming it's been a lot of country. But they're saying it's like hip hop.
I think it's
and
like
rap and, like,
evolved from that. There's like
Yeah, it's going
tons
on.
of singer songwriters, like not necessarily country doing the thing. A lot of indie rock bands. There's like a strange metal scene happening as well.
No
Really?
way.
I saw the band Ghost, if you guys know them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
played
we
a festival with them.
yeah we
It's
played
fun.
Sonic Temple with them.
So they did like this little private event. That was supposedly a haunted church, where the guy, the pastor who ran the church, his wife died, and every night at midnight he would wheel her out, like he was keeping her in some sort of freezer container, and he
No
would wheel her
way.
out every night at midnight to like try to pray life back into her. And so this is where Ghost chose to play this private event. That was pretty cool.
Holy
The
shit.
church was now a recording studio, and it's fucking gorgeous.
Oh man.
Wow.
Wow.
That's awesome. Yeah, Nashville is like one of our favorite cities.
It's
such
awesome,
a cool
like-
city, and there's so much good music happening.
There's amazing food. Like literally,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
music on
Food's
every
so
corner.
good, yeah.
Yeah, it's just really cool.
I would also like to live there for like a little bit,
Yeah.
and record an
Yeah.
album or something somewhere down the line.
It has a cool vibe. It's like a city, but it's like almost like a neighborhood. Kind
Yeah,
of.
and then there's the different factions. There's like the whole downtown part, and there's East Nashville, which has its own completely
Yeah,
different scene
yeah.
going
East
on.
Nashville's a lot of fun. Yeah.
No, it's
Nash Vegas.
Broadway, if you wanna.
Broadway fucking sucks. But
It's fun to dive in. You gotta dive into the madness once in a while.
there's one bar, like the only honky tonk that's actually left there is right on Broadway. And what's the name of it? I'm stuck on like
Jason
Walkers.
Aldean's,
Jason
No,
Kid Rock.
Margaritaville.
I can't remember the name of it. It's
Margaritaville.
like-
Don't you talk shit on that. That's a great place.
It's the one place you can still go, and I've been there and just seen like legendary country guys just walk in and get up on stage, and
That's amazing.
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's such a cool city.
Cool.
Sweet. Yeah.
You guys putting out LPs?
Yeah, we're our plan is when we get back from this tour to start working on finalizing these demos. I mean,
Yeah.
about like 30 songs written that we just got to
Yeah.
start demoing down to get to the hopefully 15 and then kind of
Yeah.
whittle it down from there.
We're
So
excited to do like a single piece of art, like as an album,
Yeah.
Because we did the first EP and then the second EP, and there's like some singles and like the Christmas song or the holiday song and like the
Seasonal
fall
song.
Yeah, seasonal.
Latte.
But we're excited to do like one like consistent, with like a
Yeah.
beginning and end, like the album art, the packaging, all that stuff. So,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then we will give it to you guys to
Yeah.
put in your lovely records.
and then you guys
Damn
can
right.
put it in the back and throw it away.
No, we'll have you guys back, and we'll have you play on this stage, and we'll do like a record release.
That'd be
Hell
cool.
yeah.
New
Oh,
York
that'd be amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
That'd be
do
fun,
that.
yeah.
You said
Crowd
this is the
surfing.
only like location you guys have, right? Like
Correct.
So this
Yep.
this is great. Honestly,
This is it, yeah.
this would be so cool to do a show at. Yeah, I mean, twice as big, maybe more than the stage we played last night.
And we keep a full back line, which you can see behind you here, which
it's
is
a beautiful SVT you got there.
basically just our amps. So, can't vouch for them.
I don't know if that bass amp's loud enough for this room, though.
That's what I have to remind bass players when they get up on stage. I have to be like, so just so y'all know, I'll give you, I'll point down when you're too loud. You need to be at like 1. Everybody else, you'll be fine. Just trust me. And they're like, no, man.
I said it 1 right now, or said it 2.
Say.
Oh, I'd be cranking that thing
Dude,
to 8.
remember when you got the 8x10 cabinet
Still
and
have it.
and tried to put it in the van? We're like, dude, no way.
He's trying to tour with an 8x10 cabinet, and we're like, took up
All
half
of our
trunk
friends'
space.
bands do it. All right.
And we're like, dude, no.
Yeah, it took like literally half the
But
van.
like, as long as you carry it in and out every time, it's fine.
He's like, I
Scott's
got it. And he's like trying to get good. He's like half killing himself.
Yeah.
Like, getting it in one time. He's like, all right, I won't take it.
all lower back and knees.
Yeah,
what
that's what
we
it's
say.
all about.
Yeah, jerking motions.
Yeah, it's fast jerking, all lower back and knees.
Yeah,
that's how you'll
that's
get it.
Putting
away.
your neck into
That's
it.
how you, yeah.
That's my
A lot
Wednesday
of
night.
neck. You can lift a surprising amount with your neck, actually. Just need to be surprised.
It's all about what you want to go for. Like I play in a loud band, and we carry one of these, and I bring a 412. But I've seen bands that bring 4 412s for 2 dudes to play in a basement to 8 people, and I'm always like, "You're killing me, guys. You're
Gotta
killing me."
respect it. You gotta respect the artistry in that.
I do, and at the same time,
You
I
start
fucking-
playing, your whole vision vibrates. You're like, yeah, this is great. Like, can't hear shit.
I think it's like a rite of passage. Like every band, like, you know, there's like a bell curve of gear where like you max out and get all this crazy shit, and then you're like, I'm not bringing this shit on tour.
Yeah.
Fuck it. And you
Exactly.
just pare down, you find something you like, and you
We
roll.
honestly all play like pretty small combo amps that are just like easy to carry, you know. Especially when
do-
they're miking it, like
Right, that's what front of house is for.
yeah, exactly.
We have seen like guitarists walk in with a pedal board the size of this table. I don't even know.
I won't show you mine.
So they're a drug, man. You just start buying one, you buy 30, then you buy 50, then
This guy's trading them constantly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a huge FX pedal nerd.
Okay.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
I'm always buying, swapping, trading. Like, I'll try all kinds of shit.
Do you ever get pedals that like basically they like go against each other?
Sure.
Like so you
Good
basically-
example.
you're
Yeah.
setting them like both 10 and they're just canceling each other out.
Proton and
Totally. And,
electron, just-
and I even
proton electron.
I have a couple guys who like are my pedal nerd friends, and like I have a dude, great guy, good friend of the store, and he has 2 pedal boards, and one is very close to the size of this table. It's fucking humongous. And then he has a second one that he puts next to it, and he has this like 30 pedal like V that he plays
It's like
through.
a command center on like a space station or something.
Yeah, and there's so much shit on it, and we always talk, and I'm always like, yeah, you could pair this out, you could take this out, you could take this. Like these two are just canceling each other out, and this is just making this obsolete. And
He's just doing like Dance Dance Revolution on stage,
Totally.
hitting all the
look,
pedals.
and I mean, and as a guy who does that, I get it. I get it.
So I
it's,
respect it.
it's about like figuring out how to minimize it as much as you can. You know,
Have you ever seen Neil Young's pedal board?
his old one.
The Whizzer?
No.
He's got this custom built thing where it's just, there's no branding, or it's like a red trapezoid.
Yeah.
And it's got just like 8 or 12 push buttons on it, and it physically changes the knobs on his amp. So like he hits this one, and it'll like turn the gain up and something else down. It's fucking crazy.
Wow.
And he's been touring with it for like 30 years now.
That's crazy.
And isn't it also like they're all secret? Like they're not labeled.
Nothing's labeled.
So
Only Neil
he-
knows what they do.
Right, and he doesn't want anyone
Well,
else
Neil
to know
and his guitar
tricks.
tech. He's had the same guitar tech for the last 40 years
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
His only friend.
Yeah. At this point, probably.
Yeah, there's something about him like turning his amp like away from the crowd so that people can't see what his setup is. and all
It's like
this
a
shit.
1949 Fender or something or other. and-
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get some good sounds though.
Pretty awesome.
He does.
Yeah.
So what's from the pedal expertise? What's
Ugh.
the pick of the month or something?
The pick of the month.
What's
Well,
in season?
Yeah.
What's in season?
well, I'm a big fan of Abominable Electronics,
Okay.
who I think are from North Carolina. I think somewhere in Charlotte area maybe, but he makes a whole bunch of really cool overdrives. He always does like these crazy silk screens. They're always ridiculous, like a skeleton smoking a bong with
Yeah.
blood spraying
I
everywhere.
love just the complete like wonky design.
Oh, it's insane, yeah.
I feel like yeah, you make the pedal and then you just have like a blank slate. You're like, all right, I'm gonna make this pedal look as weird as possible.
Yeah,
I
like-
love when people just go in with that mentality.
He made one that was called like the "Don't Tread on Me" or something like that, and it was
Yeah.
like a snake, and the head was Trump, and his eyes lit up when you play, so like his eyes glow. And I'm always like, all right, you got me.
It's like an extra like it's like
Shut
an
up
extra,
and take my
Yeah,
money.
you got me.
it's like an extra $80 to pull that off.
Yeah,
and it's
totally.
Like super expensive boutique pedal. You're like, all right, it's pretty funny.
And there's another company called Mr. Black. I think they're from
Black.
Portland, Oregon, and they make the best reverb I've ever played in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Check it out.
They have a couple variations on it. I have one that's called the Super Moon, but they're always around moons, like Wolf Moon, Blood Moon, Super Moon, whatever. But it is the best reverb I've ever played.
Is
So
it like an amp spring verb or what is it?
each one is different.
Okay.
And there's even one that I think that is some kind of digital one with all of them built into it that's selectable and whatnot.
Yeah.
But the one that I have is not a spring, but it's just like it's like dialed in so perfectly. He's got such a great vision for reverb and how it should sound.
Wow.
And then he's got the other ones that are like crazy and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
go off in these like super experimental places. But if you just want like a great, like creamy, nice reverb,
Huh. I'll check it out. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Black.
Mr. Black.
Yeah.
Shout out, Mr. Black.
Yeah. This is a paid advertisement.
Please.
I wish.
Please
Yeah.
send us money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, anything you guys want to say? Anything you need to? Any sponsors you need to plug? Any shameless things we need to shill?
Sponsor, shout out to the cream ale we had. That was pretty good.
This is Blue Collar Cream Ale Poughkeepsie beer.
Okay.
Shout out Blue Collar.
Yeah,
it was
drink
really
local.
good. Very delicious.
Shout out.
Yeah.
I'd say the best way to keep up with us is like our Instagram page. So at the Jacks, just like one word, the JACKS. We post everything there, and then like any streaming service like Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, Amazon, anything. We're on all of it. So
LimeWire.
yeah.
Shout out to local record stores for keeping
shout out to
keeping
Darkside
that
for keeping us
physical
alive.
physical copy.
Yeah, we'd
Yeah.
love to
Hell
come
yeah.
back and, like you said, play the record and get the full album out and all that stuff.
Yeah.
so.
Anytime.
Rad. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We do this thing where anybody we've had even notable contact with becomes friend of the store. So now you guys are all friends of the store.
Good to know we made it. The high threshold. Good to know we made it over that.
First friends.
It's good company to be in.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
No, this is awesome. I mean, you said it before. We've been to so many record shops. It's like, this one. I feel like you guys are like still maintaining like the old feel, but doing something new and being on the cutting edge, which is like,
Yeah, here's
Nothing
a
else
list
you
of
can ask
record
for,
stores
yeah.
we hate.
No, but yeah, I mean, we'd love to be back next time we're in Poughkeepsie,
Sure.
New York area. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for having us.
Yeah,
course.
thank you guys for coming.
Yeah. We have we do have one quick thing that we
I
like to
fucking
do.
hate this. He likes to do.
You drags me into this. I never want to do this part.
We do this to every guest that we have on our podcast. It is called, of course, the Darkside Podcast Lightning Round.
Yes.
Or, as I do when I put effects on it, it's the Darkside Records Lightning Round. So we're just going to rapid fire ask you a couple questions. I just need, gut answers. Like, top of the brain, tip of the tongue, tip of the horse dick, whatever it is. Just quick answers.
That's called a callback. Great.
Thank you. We podcast. So we'll just go back and forth, and I guess we'll just go. I'll ask you, and then you ask him, and then we'll just alternate real
Much pressure.
You're so bummed
real.
I really
quick.
don't like it.
You're making me scared. Jeez.
I actually prepped a list.
Oh, let's fucking.
I won't read from it. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do the same. Impulse, top of the brain.
What are you doing to stop global warming personally?
It's just
Whoa,
Miss
that's way
America
too
pageant.
long. Way too long. Mayo or Miracle Whip?
Miracle.
Good answer.
Both gross.
Ugh.
Mayo or Miracle?
It's a wacky
What was
answer.
it?
Mayo or Miracle Whip?
Do you know what that is?
It's like spicy mayo. Wait, this is not how this is supposed to go.
Isn't Miracle Whip the marshmallow shit?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Miracle Whip is it's like briny, pickly.
I thought it was the marshmallow.
No,
I changed
he's
my
a
answer.
vegan.
Mayo Whip.
He doesn't know what a Miracle Whip is. He can't
Yeah.
fucking eat it.
I changed my answer. Mayo Whip.
Mayo Whip. Good answer.
Some
Orange Whip.
long-ass lightning. Okay.
Orange Whip.
Orange Whip.
Orange Whip. It's a John Candy reference.
Keep it current.
Fucking backgammon or shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard.
Yeah, exactly.
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 Like the right answer.
Haven't played either.
I think I played shuffleboard once.
Shuffleboard's so fun.
Nah,
This
I
is
don't.
not lightning round.
I know.
Yeah.
Heads, shoulders, knees, or toes.
Shoulders. Yeah. I feel very strongly about it too.
Okay. Okay. He was talking up the neck earlier. Sorry.
Yeah.
Liam or Noel Gallagher.
Whoa, I'm surprised I got that question. Honestly, Liam.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. East or West Coast?
I gotta go West Coast.
Good answer. Good answer.
He's like, it's sexier.
Yeah, you have all the same shit that we do, but better weather.
Yeah. Slower pace.
Yeah.
Less angry.
I like the edge though of the East Coast.
That's the edge we need.
See, I feel like it's a thing where you grow up on the East Coast, so you set that pace and that tone and that intensity, and then you move to the West Coast, where then suddenly you're the disciplinarian, and you're the one who's fucking go, let's do shit.
Yeah.
And everyone's whoa.
Whoa. Chill, man.
We brought him over from New York. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Are we still going with this?
Yeah, we got to do two more.
Okay.
We're doing 3 rounds.
I was going to do 2 rounds, but we'll do 3. Okay.
Favorite author?
Shit, this is embarrassing.
Best book you read in middle school. How about that?
It's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
There we go.
Jack White or Jack Black?
Probably Jack White. I love all the stuff he puts out. It's a good one. It's the last question of the lightning round.
Last one.
Make it count.
So much fucking pressure.
This is why I hate this shit.
Yeah,
This is why
I really
hate this shit.
L.A. or San Francisco?
LA.
Well done, gentlemen. You survived the lightning round. Well done. Thank you for being here on the Darkside Record Podcast. Great luck on your tour.
Thank you.
How long are y'all going to be on the East Coast?
Till Tuesday, maybe?
Well, I guess how long? Yeah, what do you consider the East Coast? I don't know. We're gonna be here for a while.
What dates you have coming up?
We got tonight, September.
This is a real lightning round.
Okay.
December 6th, Norwalk, Connecticut. December 10th, Buffalo, New York. December 12th,
Pittsburgh.
December 13th,
Columbus.
December 14th, Cincinnati. December 15th,
Chicago.
December 16th,
Nothing.
December 17th,
Kansas City.
December 18th,
Denver.
December
So
20th,
we're out of the
Phoenix.
East Coast now.
Okay.
We keep going. He's like, all right, stop.
He's like, I don't
We can
care.
tell you record stores in all of those cities.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Other than Norwalk, I got nothing for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Connecticut's
fuck
weird.
those guys.
Connecticut is weird.
So go support the Jacks. Go see him on tour. Go stream him on all the platforms. Do all the things that we talked about before the lightning round. You know what to do. So, gentlemen, thank you for being here so
Thank
much.
you for having us.
We
Yeah.
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank you.
swinging by. For everyone listening, thank you for listening. We appreciate it so much. As always, subscribe. Head over to your favorite podcasting platform, whatever it is. Leave us a nice review. I don't want to tell you how many stars to leave, but let's say
More than 4, less
Above
than 6.
above average, for
yeah,
sure.
I was gonna say like 23.
Okay.
23.
I wish that was the scale, actually. Like, good, average, not good.
Wait, good before average? Yeah.
I was going backwards, 'cause
Oh, okay.
this always goes downhill.
And leave us a comment. It helps us expose ourselves to new listeners. So that's it. Thanks for listening. We'll be back in a couple weeks with our best of 2019 podcast episode with a bunch of the Darkside staff. If you have not submitted your best of 2019 list, you could do so on the internet. We have a hashtag DSTop102019, or you just post it and tag us, and we'll share it. Submit them. We'll talk about them on the podcast. Do you have a best of 2019?
You thought you were done.
Spotify or like the
Best song, best album. What is
I've opened a can of worms.
Yeah,
I
you
regret it.
fucking
immediately.
ruined it.
The Growlers Natural Affair album.
All right.
Let's rock the Black Keys.
Ooh,
yeah, I'd probably go with that too.
Oh, come on. Don't cheap.
right?
Help a Stranger Raconteurs.
Okay.
I think that's going to be on my list, too.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the Jacks email me over their top 10 lists for 2019, and we'll post that on our website as well.
We'll do.
It's just going to be our song over and over again.
That's look. I didn't tell you what to do. Do that, yeah. So that's it. Thanks for listening. We'll be back in a couple weeks.
Lightning round.
Dead air.
See you in the bins.
Oh, see you in the bins.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.